into the earth because Gaia called us. She wanted to upgrade. She wanted to raise her vibration. So she asked for the star people to come and walk on the earth. So we came in fleets, not on our own.
Yeah.
Teams came, Sirius, Pleiades, Andromeda. And now this is the time that everything that we have done here comes to a culmination. This is when we shift the energy of the earth, because we're the ground crew.
Yeah.
They're up there in their ships, monitoring, helping, watching. We're the ground crew.
Yeah.
It's up to us. Things are not going to happen until we shift our frequency.
So on the 15th of May, literally just a few days ago, something crazy happened in the UK, the first time in the UK in 2025, which was a crop circle. A crop circle has occurred, formed, arrived, however you want to call it, at a place called the Gallop near Sutton Veny in Wiltshire. So I'm on my way there now to investigate, okay? And I know in a lot of videos people say, "Oh, I'm super excited to do this. I'm genuinely excited to be going here, you know, because it's the first time I've ever seen a crop circle, and I'm taking you guys with me. I'm going for a number of reasons, but I would say one of the main reasons I'm going is to try to find out whether this is man-made or actually alien. Now, I'm going to go into the shape and everything like that a bit later on. We're going to get some, drone footage, and we're going to go like literally foot on the ground and looking in detail in this thing. But one of the main reasons why I'm going there, like I say, is to find out whether this is man-made or alien. How I'm going to find out is by looking at the stems of the actual the crop, because apparently with alien crop circles, or I would say crop circles that can't be explained, there's something in particular that happens with the stems. Now in a stem you have sometimes like these, almost like they look like knuckles, right, joins in the stem. Now these are called nodes. I'm going to be looking for any damage on these stems, because if there's physical damage like broken stems, that might suggest that this crop circle is man-made. You know, there's lots of theories about how people make these things, one of which is they literally get a heavy piece of wood and flatten, they on a string, and they flatten around. But when you get that, you're going to get damaged stems. The ones that can be explained, these nodes occur. So what happens is the stem comes up, bends, and then an extra node occurs on the bend. So there's no breakage, right? So I'm going to be looking in one area of the field, which, and then I'm going to be measuring the nodes, if any nodes on these stems, versus the ones actually in the crop circle. That's just one of the things I'm going to do. I've also brought my EMF as well, in the hopes that we get some sort of reading. But there's been lots of, what I noticed yesterday, there's been lots of videos online talking about the particular shape. The shape of this crop circle, I should say the pattern inside, is a Celtic shape, which is, people are saying it's the Celtic Savoy. There is an old, I think it's like in the 80s, there's an old video that I've shown a few times on my channel of where these glowing balls, 3 glowing balls, come along to a field, and they formulate, they spin around, and they actually create a crop circle. The theory is that these things, these orbs, are plasmoids. So is the boogosphere a plasmoid in solid form?
right, then arrive at your destination.
Turn right. Peaches Farm.
Arrived.
Entry to crop circle this way. Ho, 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 ho. Let's go. Crop circle. What was that? Gates what? Point gates on auto. Oh yeah. Payment online. Contact. Oh, okay. Crop circle. Oh my god.
It's actually park here. Oh, what's that sign said?
Crop circle century this way and it is.
Maybe park there, mate. Parking this way.
Entry to crop circles this way.
Parking.
Oof. Wah. Oh shit! Here we go. Look, here's matey. I wonder if he's the farmer.
Yeah, it might be. Parking in there. Just go in there, mate. Easy, buddy.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1. Hang on.
Yeah.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah.
Right, chaps.
How you doing? All right?
Yeah, excited.
Yeah.
Excited, guys.
Is this your place?
No, I'm working for Julian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Happens last
Is that
week.
Julian on the phone now?
No, that's my mate from Poland. He's excited about this as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any chance I could get in contact with the
Julian?
farmer? Yeah.
A
Just ask him a few, like literally 10 questions about.
couple of questions.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a look, walk around, and I give him contact after. I will try.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah. Do you want some money for this?
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Each 10 quid each.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
No worries. There's 20. All right.
Enjoy, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Am I okay to get some drone footage? Yeah.
That's fine.
Legend. Where? Over here.
Just follow the track. There's open the gate. There are a few trees on the middle. That circle is between them.
Okay.
Just between them, guys.
Lovely. Thanks.
Thank you. You can also go on the on that tower. You can see a bit from the tower.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Cheers. Mate, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. This is so cool, mate. Like, I know there's part of me. Is this people sat in there? Like, what is this? Is that people?
People in it.
Oh, what?
That's where it is, buddy.
Oh my God. Isn't it so like, what I've noticed as well, it's obviously it's picturesque, but it's in that, like a dip where you would think that's where they would have a movie. It's a perfect spot. So I suppose I've got to try and calm down because like, we've got to think about how they got something in here, you know, to, if it was man-made, to form this thing. So we've got to stick to the track. But look, so looking at these, this is what I want to find out. If you come in close here a minute, I want to see if there's like, this is here, right? This is what you would call the node. Okay. Now, apparently, if it's man-made, where it folds over, it'll be broke because of the damage, right? With like, you know, wood being pushed against it. But there is anomalies where this is formed. It's bent and that is formed. So it's bent at the node. And let me just get my 50-year anniversary Stanley tape measure out. Right, and I'm just gonna measure these because apparently in alien crop circles these nodes become longer. So we're talking what, 3 mil? Let's try and check out another one which is a little bit older maybe. So we've got 3 mil there. Proper cornfield, like, you know. Oh, here we go. So yeah, they're all sort of like, they're all the same 3 mil. They're all like here, you know, 3 mil, but this one's slightly darker. So it's either, you know, what's going through my head now is either a UFO or a UAP come down one night on the 15th, early hours in the morning, hovered over, created this and shot off, which is absolutely amazing to think. And if you think about it, judging by the landscape, how perfect of an area, where if it was lowered, it would be hidden with all of this. It's like the Colosseum. If you look around here, Mace, like it's like almost like the Colosseum. If something came hovering below, who's going to see that? Apart from those over there, at that point over there. Or the other option is with the video footage that I showed you, plasmoids, orbs coming down and forming this crop circle. Or a bunch of people came down here, decided to do a prank, get a few quid and make a crop circle. This is one thing I'm going to do actually while we're here. I want to take an EMF reading when this is a brand new battery I put in today. One single light. Let's turn it back off, back on. So one single light. Let's go to my phone. So that's on flight mode. A little bit of a spike. Let me turn my phone off, just because I don't want any sort of power off. So yeah, just one. That's all we got. I'm also trying to, in a way, because I suppose I'm new to this. I suppose I know a little bit more than the average person, but I'm also trying to pick up on any sort of smells, like a sense that I've got. Am I feeling uneasy? You know, at the moment, I'm feeling excited, obviously, you know. But we're getting closer to it. There's a few people that have come along and obviously I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to summon some UAPs or something, you know. So this is the like the little wheel that was created to get to the point. Think about this, right? This is your field. Your bread and butter is growing crops and selling them, right? And what I think through my head is, do you really think risking damaging all these crops for a few bucks here and there, potentially nothing if word doesn't get around, and also to bring in all the equipment all this way through all the markings strategically to get to this amazing formation. It's hard to believe that somebody would do that. It really is. So close. Imagine hearing now like little aliens in the... Look!
Is it?
Yeah. This is the outer ring. This is the outer ring. Now obviously we've got to remember, today's the 18th, 19th, 18th?
18th, yeah.
18th. So we have had a lot of walk-in disruption, you know. Naturally it probably wants to grow back up, push back up. I'd love to have seen it on the day. But let's look.
Is there any signs of cutting that? They've still got leaves, like if they were chopping it.
Yeah, Mason's come up with a good point. So, like, there's no signs of chopping, right? No signs of hacking. And the other thing is just, you'd probably find if you were dragging like a plank of wood, right? You might find impact scrapes along here, but it doesn't seem to be anything. Now let's try and look at these nodes. Look at this here, the node bent. This is the strange thing. Where's that tape? Because that looks... Now we measured a few nodes. I'm trying to work out the direction of the fall. So if the direction of the fall is this way, why is it bent that way? So it's like it's bent that way and then pushed over. Let's see what this is doing. We've got the 1 again. We've got the 1. And let's just try to get the tape here. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I mean, you're talking 4 or 5 mil here.
What was it up there?
3 mil over there. And again, here's another one which is bent. These are bent. These are bent on the nodes. I'll have to double check some others, see if... But hang on a second. What are we? Let me just try and find some other ones which are bent on the node here. Can you see any? Can you see any? This is, I've just turned in a random point. Can you see any which are bent on the node?
Yeah, none.
None. Nothing. Like, look at this. 2 bends. Everything else is absolutely perfectly straight. Let's walk around. We've still got the 1 on here. We're going to be looking in a second to the actual pattern, but this is so much bigger. I mean, I brought my tape along just to see how big this thing is. The tape's too big. Sorry, the tape's too small. This is huge. So it seems like, I mean, it's hard to tell because obviously, you know, so many people have been here, but it's almost like it's, I was expecting sort of like a continuous flow, like a Mexican wave, same direction all the way around, but it doesn't seem like that. It almost seems like it's interlacing each other, you know?
See it?
Yeah.
But look at that. Look at all those bends in those nodes there.
Look at, yeah, well done.
Look at that.
Well done, mate, yeah.
Mate,
Look at this.
every single one.
I haven't got my phone on to take a photo. Every single one, you're right. And again, right up here, to be fair, we have got one here, but is this where it's been hit slightly, has been affected? Because if you go further back, They're perfect. Absolutely nothing at all. Let's go around. Having a picnic in here, look. Wow. Hey. All right. Got some crystals, and what were you doing here?
Oh, don't ask.
Oh, I am. I'm very interested. Hello. Sorry. No, come and abduct me now. Hey, can you explain what you're doing? Is it all right to have you on the YouTube channel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, is that cool? Yeah? Yeah, it says.
We've done a meditation
Okay.
with
Caspersight. Yeah.
with the orgone energy. You better explain that because I can't.
Yeah. So yeah, so I handmade Tim Quantum Vortex.
Yeah. And the leaflets.
We'll dub that out.
.net. They're all cut to sacred measures, so it accumulates and emits a specific healing energy.
Okay.
And then each one is specifically designed with a certain set of crystals for a specific intention energetically.
Okay.
And then I sell them on my website, post them on my Instagram page. And Kathy
how we met
found
through.
out about me and
Absolutely
bought one of the
beautiful.
pyramids,
Yeah,
and
he made
then
that
we
for me. That's
connected.
a custom Metatron.
You said you were meditating, right? What about why are you meditating in this specific spot then?
In the crop circle or in the
In the
spot in the crop
in the
circle?
crop spot circle.
Well,
Why have you
it's-
chose this location to?
Because the crop circle is here, obviously, and it's got a beautiful geometry of Celtic knot, and it's called a witch's knot as well. I've been doing crop circles for 25 years.
Oh,
So
you've
I've-
been doing crop circles.
I haven't physically done
Right,
them
I was just going to say, cut. We're going home.
Yeah, they're all man-made. No, so yeah, I've been doing it 25 years.
Yeah.
So when we saw this one, I said to Tim, let's just take, I've gone beyond worrying about man-made, non-man-made. I think we're moving beyond that belief system now because it's about geometry.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there are man-made ones, that's
yeah.
100%
I think that's
fact.
clear. Yeah.
That is clear.
What about this one? Do you think this one is?
I never get into, I don't know, I haven't
not because
dug about.
the way the stalks crisscross.
Yeah, I was
they're
just saying that.
layered like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that with
It's
a
like
roller.
plaited, right?
With a
Plaited,
roller,
yeah.
it goes in one direction and the stems break.
Yeah.
These ones are created by energy and the magnetic energy of the earth with energies that are sent down from the galactics.
Yeah.
And it weaves.
Uh-huh.
There's no way you could reproduce it.
So what's your theory, or do you know of how this is created? Is it a UAP? Is it orbs? Is it just energy in itself?
And they
Is
have
it from the earth?
consciousness, and they're from the extraterrestrials. They're from the galactic beings. And it's all what they are. Each one is a different symbol. And what they are, each one is a key or a signature that has a specific frequency and purpose. So either if you just see the image, or especially if you can come and lay in the image. So this one is a square with a Celtic knot. It's all about balance, it's about healing, it's about peace. So it's about releasing the past, like every minute of the past is gone. Any pain, any trauma, any stories,
Yeah.
erase, erase, erase.
Yeah.
Be here in the moment and just balance yourself, balance the earth. Like when you are balanced, everyone who comes into contact with your field is going to receive that energy.
Yeah.
So the reason that we do these beautiful energetic things in a crop circle is that every person receives the energy of this circle. The crystal balls and these amplify that, and then we become walking activators.
Ah, right.
We take it out with us
Yeah.
because we're contaminated now.
Yeah.
We've been downloaded. So we're now
It's like shielding
vibrating.
forks.
Because we came here today, we are vibrating at a higher frequency.
I've heard as well that even looking at this symbol or
Yes, you only have to see it. You don't
yeah
have to be
is
here.
enough.
Image is going to imprint, and you will be drawn to certain symbols because that's the frequency that you need.
Wow.
Symbols communicate to the subconscious.
Yeah.
It's when you
Well,
look-
everything through the eyes, right?
Exactly.
You
But
know?
symbology in particular is very powerful subconsciously.
Hmm.
So you don't necessarily have to know what a symbol means for it to communicate something to you.
Resonates, doesn't
Absolutely.
it? On a
Very
soul
powerful
level, yeah.
subconsciously.
I brought myself an
Energy.
EMF reader. It's not picking up on anything. Well, one bar, which is the same as any other location around here. I don't know how far you might have to go out to get a different reading.
Yeah.
You have to go
Well, you wanna go
beyond
to
the peripheral.
centre.
Yeah.
You want to find the
And that
centre.
Right.
also depends on what type of meter you're using, because obviously electromagnetic frequencies that's everything in the spectrum.
Yeah.
And a meter is only going to measure a certain bandwidth.
Yeah.
So if the energy here is not within that bandwidth, it's not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
But also electromagnetic frequencies are longitudinal waves. And what might actually be happening here would be scalar waves, more likely.
Okay.
And they wouldn't be picked up by an
Scalar
EMF
waves.
meter. So these are waves that are actually spiral rather than longitude. So a longitudinal wave goes up and down. And then you've got the electromagnetic spectrum and you've got the magnetic field. So they're actually perpendicular to each other.
Okay.
So a magnetic wave would be waving.
Maybe that explains the
horizontally.
folding of the...
Yeah. And then an electric wave would be going like this. But a scalar wave would be moving forward like that. And
Right.
you wouldn't pick that up with an
Oh,
EMF
okay.
meter.
Like, you know, you see the pictures online, you think, oh, that's good, but easy to make. You come here in person, it's huge. It's I mean, what do we know what the
75 foot.
75 foot is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I haven't got a 75
Did you
foot
see
tape, so I'll
the-
take your word for
Are
that.
you into this crop?
Yeah, my whole YouTube channel is about the paranormal.
Okay, but not just crop circles, everything.
Everything,
Like
aliens, yeah.
Wow.
I cover the New Jersey drone situation with the orbs and things like that. I also cover, like, you know, the ghosts, the top 5 CCTV footage captured.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
And you'll
these are
notice,
lovely.
crop circle wise, there's synchronicity. So once you visit one, so my first one was 1999. Once you visit one, the synchronicity never leaves your life.
Right.
It is odd. I mean, we were saying in our
Am I going to get some sort of birthmark now coming up
you're
on my
gonna
arm
be
tomorrow?
abducted, mate.
Are you believing then in extraterrestrial
I
life?
don't believe I know.
Right, okay.
I
So
talk to them.
who do you think they are? What do they want? Are they here to
They're
help?
us.
Right,
We came from the stars,
okay.
so we have parallel existences. Mine is Sirius, that's my main star.
Right,
And so we came to the Earth because Gaia called us. She wanted to upgrade. She wanted to raise her vibration. So she asked for the star people to come and walk on the Earth. So we came in fleets, not on our own, but
Yeah.
teams came, Sirius, Pleiades, Andromeda. And now this is the time that everything that we have done here comes to a culmination. This is when we shift the energy of the Earth, because we're the ground crew.
yeah.
They're up there in their ships, monitoring, helping, watching. We're the ground crew.
Yeah.
It's up to us. Things are not going to happen until we shift our frequency. So the only thing you need to do is open your own heart.
And do you think the government know this?
No.
You don't think they do? You don't think they're in communication with...
I do.
Oh,
I think
I
they
do.
I don't know which kind
You
of...
do?
I do.
Yeah,
I don't know which kind
we
of-
go down a
there
lot
are-
of rabbit holes.
Yeah?
There are different kinds of ETs, okay?
Yeah.
The ones I'm talking about are here for love and the heart.
Yeah,
Some of them
yeah.
are here for
Well, there's...
experimentation and messing with us and trying to colonize us. None of that is going to happen. So don't put any energy into all of that.
And why do you think that the government know?
Me?
Yeah.
Because first of all, there are really good people in the government. They're not all terrible. And they've had plenty of contact with good beings and they talk about it, like Valiant Thor, just to name one example, but there's been so many. And also, I mean, the chemtrails, I believe they're just laying them down because we're at the galactic center right now, our planet, and there's so much light information coming to the Earth, and I believe they're trying to keep it from reaching us and like waking us up because I think that's part of what's happening. Is this massive mass evolution, and they're trying to like cover the skies with whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
That's my paranoid theory, because I moved to the country in Northern California, and literally there are people laying down crop circles every day. You can't even believe what it looks like. And here I thought I moved to the country.
Yeah. There's an idea that there was an agreement when the Roswell incident happened, and this is why the explanation of our technology grew so quickly.
Oh, absolutely.
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 One of the things that Trump did, funnily enough, at the end of his last presidency, just before he went out of office and Biden took over, he declassified CIA files about UFOs. So you can literally just Google that, and there's actual CIA documentation that verifies all of this.
Just imagine knowing all the answers, knowing everything.
How boring would that be, though?
Well, it's true. It's about the journey, isn't it?
If I can say one more thing, I think what Charmian's talking about will circumvent all the paranoia, because if we just raise our frequency, it doesn't matter.
Well,
all the
that's
other
the
stuff
thing.
that they're trying to do doesn't even matter. They cannot control us, because they cannot control our love, our hearts. What we have as humans is our emotions.
So you reckon I should get in the middle there and
Yeah.
take my shoes off, earth myself, ground myself? Yeah. Okay.
It's all in the earth.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, if I take my shoes off, you might think the aliens have landed again.
What you're seeing now is a raw file footage of our drone flight that we took on the day. This was at 2:30 p.m. I want you to review this footage because there's something in there that we cannot explain. So we thought maybe it was a plane passing by the sun which was casting a shadow. So I looked at the raw file time and it was at 2:30 p.m. on the dot. So I looked on the 24-hour flight tracker and I could see no planes flying anywhere near that location at that point in time. And also two white speeding objects from bottom right to top left. Birds, insects, or the Tic Tac.
Was this in Poland, was it?
No, in the UK, in the Wincanton where I live.
Right. And you were with your missus?
With Mrs. I usually pick up my Mrs. After second shift at 10 evening. And we didn't expect anything at that time.
Yeah.
Usually people chill.
Yeah, yeah.
and then go home for just, you know, relax and then get to bed, have a sleep, you know. And we came out my car. At the same time, I see on the street like a shade, massive shade. I says,
Oh, like a shadow.
like a shadow.
Yeah.
And I says, what's going on? I've looked in the sky, and I see that object, and Mrs. just nearly shout, but she was like excited. Wow, what's that?
Yeah.
I says, I don't know, but I was just enjoying the view, and it goes slow as you can.
How big was this thing?
It was huge. It was, I reckon, it was size on the length.
Because this is
Easy to say.
apparently 75 meters. This is
75 meters. So
Yeah.
it was nearly, maybe slightly less, maybe 50.
What?
It was huge.
Wow.
Yes. And it goes slow.
Jesus, imagine that hovering above you, and it was
Yeah.
triangle.
That's why I say I saw on this first thing when I open the door, I see the shadow. So I think, oh, what's that? Look in the sky. Oh my God, something. It goes low. Every meter it goes lower and lower. So I was thinking it's gonna be smash my neighbor's house or chimney, whatever, or roof. And it goes like slightly.
Oh, it
bent,
tilts?
Slightly, missed the buildings and then gone.
But how fast did it shoot off?
I wouldn't even see this.
What? Well, so it almost like disappeared.
Just
But
disappeared, gone.
That's mad.
Just-
No sound.
Just no sound, nothing, just gone. And I started to try to run, and then where is? No chance. I didn't see anything. And
when
my missus still was in the entrance in the gate, and she was like, "Oh my God!" I says, "I know."
And did it have any lights or anything?
No.
So it was
No.
literally just a triangle
Just
shadow.
a triangle shadow.
No
lights.
no
no twinkle, nothing.
no lights. Sorry, no windows, no
No
cockpit.
windows, no doors, nothing. So it's very, very strange because I was
Was it a shiny black or was it like
no,
dull?
No shiny. No, it was dark color, dark, and the surface it wasn't smooth. Surface was weird because
Like a matte finish, was
matte,
it? Yeah,
matte,
like a textured.
matte texture, like a matte, and it wasn't flat. It was slightly like goes up and down, up and down.
Oh
all the time.
right,
That was weird.
right.
It wasn't smooth.
Because that seems like anti-productive. If you wanted something to go fast in the sky, you'd think it has to be streamlined, smooth,
yes.
right? But this has got ripples.
Yes.
Weird.
And the weird thing is, I can see the shape still in my eyes. I can close my eyes and I see this thing.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? That's the thing. That's the thing is, my missus, she was like frozen. She was like, she was opening mouth and she was like, oh my God, what's that? I says, I don't know. It's hard to explain. And she says, well, what do you think? I says, I don't know, Aneta. It's just hard to explain what you see.
Wow. And no one believes you.
No one's. I've been at shop and they just laugh.
Right, this is Toby, the son of the farmer. Okay, so unfortunately, as all farmers, they're bloody busy, and I'm sure Toby is as well. But I just want to ask Toby a few things regarding this crop circle. So, best of your knowledge, mate. Basically, what happened on the morning or evening?
Turned up checking cattle and got a phone call as well to say there was a massive crop circle in the middle of the field.
Oh, who phoned you then?
The people that train the horses here.
Oh right,
So
okay.
they were going up, obviously, and then on their way back down, saw it, phoned us, and we were already heading over. So
Okay.
So
What was your first thought when you saw it?
well, I wasn't too pleased. I've grown the crop, so.
Oh yeah.
Bit annoyed, but I was like, I appreciate the artwork. It looks good.
So your natural reaction was like, someone's done this. Someone, as in
Yeah, I
a
would
person.
presume so. From
Right.
like that's what you think. I don't know.
So you think there's a possibility of alien life coming and doing this, or orbs or plasmoids?
I don't know. There's been a few. There's like Wiltshire's obviously quite a hot spot for it.
Yeah.
So a lot's happened there. There's been I think one over there and then one over there in the last 3-4 years. So you just don't know if there's someone living around here or
Yeah.
they just like it here. I don't know.
So when you say you're annoyed, why are you annoyed? Because of the crop was damaged, yeah?
Yeah, damaged crop. It's been a really bad season for farmers.
Yeah.
Getting crops in. So it's not really ideal. So we're at a loss now.
So don't answer me if you don't want to, but just out of like the formation which occurred, How much are you talking? How much have you lost there of that? I mean, that's apparently it's 75 foot, you know, of damaged crop.
I reckon it'd be between maybe 1.5 acres, 2 acres, around that ball mark.
Right.
It's not just the grain, you're losing the barley, like the grain, so the malting barley, the straw.
Yeah.
And then you've got the problems afterwards, trying to get it back out. You're going to probably have a lot of volunteers, so we're going to have to spend more to get it back out.
Yeah.
So it's not just as simple as everyone thinks it is.
And these next questions might be a bit odd, right? But just think X-Files, right? Weird. Yeah.
Okay.
So before the night, did you hear anything going on or see anything in the sky?
I can't say we did, because if we normally hear anything, we live quite close to the Salisbury Plains. You kind of assume it's just aircraft or artillery.
Yeah.
So might not have.
Did you have any sort of strange dreams that night? The night
Can't say I did.
Okay. Any weird markings on your body that's just occurred?
No.
Over that period of time, no? Anyone new come into your life?
No.
Okay. So nothing's odd, just woke up, saw that, got a phone call, job done. That's incredible. Do you think though, since this has happened, has opened your eyes up to a possibility that there could be alien life?
You half think about it, but that's about it.
What do you reckon about the turnout of all these people?
I think it's quite, I didn't know there was such a big following on it.
Mate, it's massive.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
Like, you appreciate them when you drive by.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's a nice bit of artwork. But when it happens to you, you're like, oh Christ, there's actually quite a lot of people involved in this.
Yeah.
So
it's not an artwork that you could do? You or your dad out there dragging planks in the middle of the night?
Not a chance.
But have you actually gone on there and put your feet on there and had a look around?
I've walked out there once or twice so far, but
have you seen the with the stems, the stalks, right?
Yeah,
I
was looking about that, like the elongated stems and like all that. But
can you explain that?
I haven't actually looked at them. I was just looking it up, just in curiosity.
Have you ever seen anything like that in any other fields before?
No, I can't say I have. It's the first time I've seen anything like this up close. I don't really go and look at them.
And what about the folding of it's all like plaited folds as the crops go around? Can you explain that?
No, I can't. Maybe thatching or something? I don't
know.
It's not something I'm a professional at.
Do you think that, because obviously, you know, being a farmer and you've mentioned about other crop circles happening around, you know, in the pubs and stuff, have you ever heard of anybody sort of making these themselves?
Not up round here.
Tricking people? No?
Up round maybe Avebury.
Right.
I've heard people saying that they've heard, but that's only like Chinese whispers.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but then Avebury's pretty. Well, it's Avebury. Avebury's got a lot.
I'm not from around here, so I don't know.
So Avebury's got loads of stones from the Ice Age, but it's claimed to be also the stones from Stonehenge as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course. Yeah.
But we've also got a farm there next to it with all the Saracen stones in it as well.
Because a lot of UFO signs have been spotted around the Stonehenge as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen any UFOs or anything like that? No.
Can't say I have.
Head down on the fields too much, isn't it?
I'm a busy man.
Yeah. Hey, Toby, mate, I really appreciate it, man. I really do.
Best
all
of
right.
luck.
Good man, eh? So that is it. My first ever crop circle. So happy that when we got there, first of all, like the excitement and everything like that was just, I was like a kid at a sweet shop. But I think what cemented it for me was the moment when I realised that it looks as though it's not man-made, where the stems have got those nodes bent. Like, you can't explain that when everything else that we were looking at, even the other people that we spoke to, lovely people we've spoken to, by the way, they also said about the nodes some really good and amazing and beautiful theories as to why this thing occurred. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy. I think that in this video, I'll probably throw in a few bits of extra information here and there just to try to help it. But I mean, I can't complain. It's amazing.